We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
Raiders set to kick off.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones now on 1st and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
At the 38-yard.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Tackled at the 40-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, open man is Ross, complete. Touchdown, Giants! John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cardinals nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Cannon, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now this time Murray to throw it. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards.
A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Shotgun now from Murray. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, a run with Cannon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Buying time to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw, being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
A gain of 20.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run with Cannon. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. A gain of 5.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 14, Cardinals 6.
First down, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On the keeper, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch it. 60 Bobcat.
Jones to throw on third down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 36. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second down, here's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here. Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On third down, Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The final shot before break. Jones flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, Murray dancing to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Murray with a 3rd and long, forced out to his left. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
When we think about these two franchises, the Cardinals and the Giants, so much riding on their young quarterbacks. And they were the first 2 QBs taken in the draft back in 2019. Murray first to the Cardinals and Daniel Jones 6th to the Giants.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 16.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Here's Murray. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check safety, check safety. Check three, check three.
going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3 yards remain for second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Again, the ball.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 2nd down carry for Booker. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Cottrell, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
This is Barkley. And all all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Good. Makes the score Giants 28, Cardinals 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gano the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Try the jet sweep here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down now. It's Cannon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
The ball carrier.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
But they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss right to Barkley. Able to slither by. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Giants 42. Cardinals 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Watch the slant. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I got it.
Play fake. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Booker on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Give the credit there to Jordan Phillips, getting in the backfield for the tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9. Today's final score, Giants 49.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.